Trust and obey, for there's no other way to be happy in Jesus but to trust and obey. God's promises are always true. They will come to pass. But are we patient enough to wait on Him? Hi everyone, welcome again to this channel where I share with you Bible stories, parables, principles, characters, and lessons. If you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. And if you're coming across this channel for the first time, you're welcome. So, in our previous episode, we started a series on story of Abraham, and we stopped at where Abraham went to rescue his nephew Lot from a king called Kedorlaomer. So today we will continue on our series. So story. One night, God appeared to Abraham in a vision, and God reassured him of the promise that He made to him again. God told him not to be afraid, that He's going to make Abraham very great and give him a great reward. And Abraham was concerned because he had no child. And Abraham told God, I have no children. Does it mean that it's my servant Eliezer that is going to inherit everything that I own? And God told Abraham that no, that Abraham is indeed going to have a child of his own flesh and his own blood, that he should look at the stars in the sky, that if he can count them, that's when he can count the heirs, the descendants, that is the children that in God is going to give him. And Abraham believed God, and it was counted to him for righteousness. And God told him to do some things, to perform a special ceremony just to confirm these promises that He has made to him. And it happened that Sarai, Abraham's wife, who was childless, she was concerned, and she went to Abraham and told Abraham that Abraham should sleep with one of her maid servants named Hagar, an Egyptian, so that Hagar would bear children for her. And Abraham agreed, and soon Hagar was pregnant with a child. And once Hagar saw that she was pregnant, she started to despise her mistress, Sarai. She became disrespectful. At least both of us, we are now the madam of the house, that kind of thing. She started to disrespect Sarai. And Sarah was not happy. And Sarah went to go and meet Abraham. Now, what have you done to me? You are responsible for this wrong. Now my maidservant is despising me. And Abraham was surprised. And she is your maidservant. Do with her as you like. And so Sarai started to mistreat Hagar. And when Hagar saw that Sarai was mistreating her, she ran away and she ran to the desert. While she was in the desert, the angel of the Lord appeared to Hagar. And the angel told her that she's going to give birth to a son. She should name the son Ishmael, because God has heard her cries. And that Hagar should return to Sarai, her mistress, and submit unto her. And so Hagar returned back, to her mistress, Sarai. And after a while, Hagar gave birth to a son. And Abraham named the son Ishmael. Abraham was 86 years old when he gave birth to Ishmael. And one night, the Lord appeared unto Abraham again, and the Lord told him that he's going to be the father of many nations. And God changed his name from Abram to Abraham, meaning father of nations. And the Lord also changed Sarai's name to Sarah, meaning princess. And God promised Abraham that indeed that Abraham is going to bear a son named Isaac through Sarah, even in her old age. And Abraham laughed. He was like, how can a man that is 100 years old bear a son? And even Sarah that is 90 years old, how can she bear a son again? That the Lord should just give the blessing to Ishmael. And God told Abraham that indeed Sarah, his wife, is going to bear him a son, that they should call him Isaac. That in God is going to establish his covenant with Isaac. That of course he's going to bless Ishmael too, but his covenant is going to be with Isaac. And God told Abraham that he should circumcise every male in his household, whether born to him or bought with his money, that Abraham should circumcise every male that is in his household, or any male that is going to be born in his household. And that very day, Abraham circumcised every male in his household, including himself, Ishmael, and every other male bought or born in his household. And that brings us to the end of today's stories. So let's go into the lessons. But before we do that, have you subscribed to this channel? If you have not subscribed, what are you waiting for? This channel is specially crafted for children, for them to understand Bible stories and to learn from it. So do well to subscribe to this channel and click the notification bell so that anytime I drop a new video, you'll be among the first to be notified. And did you gain anything from the story? Have you learned anything? Please drop them in the comment section below so that any other person that goes there will be able to read and be blessed as well. So let's go right into the lessons from the story. And the first lesson is that prayer should be a conversation, like you are talking with someone. That's the way prayer too should be between you and God. When you talk to God, He will hear you, He will answer you. So you should hear from Him and you should talk to Him. Prayer should be a conversation. You can see Abraham, when God told him that He's going to make him great, Abraham was like, God, I don't have any child. Is he my servant? And God told him, no, he's not going to be your servant. You're going to. That's the way prayer is supposed to be. It should be a conversation, like you are talking. So when you close your eyes to pray and you're saying, my Father and my God, and you pray to God, always be patient and listen for God to talk to you back. He might not and he might, but God does talk to His people when they ask Him. And the second lesson is that we should not doubt God's promises. When God promises us something, He's going to do it if it is God that has promised us. You know, sometimes, because when we don't receive those promises on time, you're asking God for something for a long time, you will begin to doubt. Yeah, it happens, but stay on God. Continue to believe in Him, because in the end, God's promises will come to pass. Another lesson is that you should stay humble always. Do not be proud, especially when God has given you a blessing. Don't be proud. You can see Hagar, because she was pregnant before her mistress, she started to feel like a madam, she started to disrespect Sarah. And you saw what happened. Sarah started to mistreat her, that she had to run away. And the angel told her that she should go back and humble herself before her mistress. So don't let those small blessings or successes that you are seeing make you to feel proud. Maybe you come first in your class, or you just bought a new shoe, your parent has gotten you a new phone. That should not make you feel proud. Learn to always humble yourself, and God will always lift you up. And the last lesson is that always obey God. In fact, when God tells you to do something, do it on time. You know, Abraham, when God told him that he should circumcise every male in his household, he did it that same day. There is a blessing in obedience. So always obey God and do not delay. Don't waste time to obey God. And that brings us to the end of today's stories and lessons. If you have not subscribed yet, do not forget to click the subscribe button and drop your lessons in the comment section, because I will be waiting to read all of them. Until I come your way again, bye.